Ever wondered what's the one thing that sets successful entrepreneurs apart from the rest? Well, here's a little secret. It's not their fancy degrees nor their silver spoon upbringing. It's not even their ridiculously high IQs. It's something far more intrinsic, far more profound. It's their motivation. Now you might be thinking, motivation, really? That's it? But trust me, folks, motivation is not just some fancy buzzword thrown around in self-help books. It's the bedrock of success, the fuel that keeps the entrepreneurial engine running. Imagine a car. It's sleek, shiny, state-of-the-art, but without fuel, it's just a hunk of metal. Similarly, motivation is the fuel that drives entrepreneurs, turning their ideas into reality, their dreams into successful ventures. Motivation is what makes an entrepreneur wake up at the crack of dawn, ready to conquer the world while others are still lost in their dreams. It's what keeps them going when the going gets tough, when failure seems inevitable, when every fiber of their being screams to give up. Because let's face it, entrepreneurship is not a walk in the park. It's a roller coaster ride, full of ups and downs, twists and turns. But here's the kicker. Motivation doesn't just help entrepreneurs endure the tough times. It also sparks creativity. Yes, you heard it right. Motivation and creativity go hand in hand. When you're motivated, your mind is like a well-oiled machine, churning out innovative ideas, finding unique solutions to problems, thinking outside the proverbial box. So you see, motivation is not just about endurance, it's also about brilliance. It's what makes you resilient in the face of adversity and innovative in the face of challenges. It's what turns ordinary individuals into extraordinary entrepreneurs. But here's the million-dollar question. How can one stay motivated every single day? Well, that's a topic for another day, or rather, the next scene. So, motivation is your secret weapon. But how can you keep it at the top level every day? Let's dive in. Staying motivated isn't a walk in the park. It's more like running a marathon, uphill, in the rain. But don't worry, I've got your back. Let's start by setting some realistic goals. Aiming to become a billionaire overnight is like expecting to win the lottery without buying a ticket. It's not going to happen, folks. Instead, set smaller, achievable goals that lead towards your larger aspirations. Start with something as simple as waking up half an hour earlier, or reading a chapter of a business book every day. These bite-sized goals are easier to tackle, and when you start ticking them off, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment that's quite addictive. Now, speaking of accomplishment, let's talk about celebrating the small wins. We often overlook the little victories in our pursuit of the grand prize. But guess what? These small wins are the stepping stones to your ultimate goal. So the next time you secure a new client or complete a project, go ahead and do a little happy dance. Trust me, it'll make the journey a lot more fun. And while we're on the subject of fun, let's discuss staying positive. It's not about pretending everything is sunshine and rainbows. It's about acknowledging the challenges and choosing to focus on the opportunities they present. So, when you encounter a roadblock, don't see it as a dead end. Instead, view it as a detour that's taking you on a scenic route towards your goal. Lastly, maintaining a healthy work-life balance is crucial. You're not a robot programmed to work round the clock. You're a human being who needs rest, recreation, and the occasional Netflix binge. So don't hesitate to switch off your work mode when you need to. It's not procrastination, it's recharging. So there you have it. These are some of the ways you can keep yourself motivated daily. Remember, motivation isn't a one-time thing, it's a daily commitment. Did you know that the most successful people in the world have one thing in common? A daily routine? Yes, you heard it right. A daily routine. It might sound mundane, even a bit boring, but let's take a closer look. We all have 24 hours in a day, but the way we use these hours makes the difference. Routines help us structure our day, ensuring we make the most out of our time. They act like a blueprint, guiding us through our daily tasks and activities. And when we follow this blueprint consistently, we create a rhythm that helps us stay on track and maintain our motivation. But there's more to it. Routines can also be a powerful stress management tool. Let's face it, life can be chaotic, full of uncertainties and surprises. Routines provide a sense of order amidst the chaos. They give us a sense of control over our lives, reducing our stress levels and promoting a sense of calm. Now let's talk about focus. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose track of our goals. That's where routines come in handy. They keep us focused and aligned with our objectives. They help us prioritize our tasks, ensuring we dedicate our energy to what truly matters. And what about productivity? Well, routines are productivity's best friend. They eliminate decision fatigue, saving our brain power for more important tasks. Plus, routines build habits. And as these habits become second nature, we become more efficient and productive. But remember, the power of routine doesn't lie in rigidity, but in consistency. It's about finding a rhythm that works for you, one that aligns with your goals and lifestyle. It's about creating a routine that empowers you, one that fuels your motivation and propels you towards success. So, it's time to set your alarm clock and start creating your empowering routine. We all have those days when we just don't feel like doing anything, but guess what? It's perfectly normal. Ever found yourself in a motivation slump? Perhaps you woke up one day and thought, I just can't do this today. Don't worry, you're not alone. Even the most successful entrepreneurs admit to having these days. But the key to getting through them, that's what we're here to discuss. Firstly, understand that it's okay to feel this way. You're not a machine, and you're certainly not expected to be. You're a human being, and human beings have off days. It's not a sign of weakness, but a sign of being alive. So the first step to overcoming motivation slumps, acknowledge them. Next, take care of yourself. Self-care isn't just about manicures and bubble baths, although if that's your thing, by all means indulge. It's about paying attention to your physical, emotional, and mental needs. Are you getting enough sleep, eating well, taking time to relax? All of these factors can impact your motivation levels. If you're running on empty, it's no wonder you're feeling demotivated. Then, don't be afraid to take a break. It might seem counterintuitive when you're chasing success, but sometimes the best thing you can do is step back. Give yourself permission to pause, to breathe, to recharge. You might find that when you come back, you're more motivated than ever. Another critical aspect, don't isolate yourself. Seek support from those around you. Sharing your struggles can make them feel lighter. Remember, everyone has been there at some point. There's no shame in reaching out. Finally, remind yourself of your why. Why did you start this journey? What are you working towards? Sometimes revisiting your purpose can reignite that spark of motivation. Remember, it's okay to have off days. What matters is how you bounce back. We're all in this together, navigating the ups and downs, the highs and lows. And on those days when motivation seems elusive, remember these tips. You've got this. So, you're now equipped with the tools to stay motivated every day. But remember, knowledge is useless without action. It's like having the world's best toolbox but never unscrewing a bolt. What you've learned today isn't meant to just sit in your brain. It's meant to be applied, practiced, and perfected. Think of motivation like a muscle. You've been given a set of weights today. Now it's up to you to lift them, to train that muscle so it becomes strong and resilient. And just like physical training, some days will be harder than others. That's where the power of routine comes into play. Falling in love with the process rather than the product will help you keep going, even when the going gets tough. But don't worry, you're not alone in this journey. To help you stay on track, this channel will be your daily dose of motivation. So, are you ready to commit to your growth? If so, hit that subscribe button. It's a simple click for you, but a milestone for us. It tells us that we're doing something right, that we're providing value and making a difference. And speaking of difference, this isn't just a one-way street. We want to hear from you too. Are there specific topics you want to hear about? Do you have personal stories of motivation you'd like to share? Our Instagram page is the perfect place for that. It's more than just a profile, it's a community where we can share, learn, and grow together. So don't be shy, drop us a follow and say hi. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and loved ones. Who knows, you might just be the motivation they need today. After all, motivation can be infectious. So spread the positivity and make someone's day better. Check the description for interesting links, including the Diary of an Entrepreneur. Start your journey today and let us be a part of it. Keep the conversation going in the comments section. Your insights, your experiences, they matter. Until next time, keep that motivation high.